My dear brothers and sisters, last Wednesday, 10th October, was the World Mental Health Day. And as you know, it is so increasing, the modern day life, this materialistic life, making people are having more mental illness. Because whole concept, whole philosophy of the life in the modern day is just materialistic, all these resources to have. The spiritual one is removed from the people's concept. That's why this dunya life is not so easy. There will be challenges. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, that I will be testing you. This life of the dunya is not one way. وَنَبْلُوكُمْ بِالْخَيْرِ وَشَرِّ فِتْنَةً وَإِلَيْنَا تُرْجَعُونَ. And we test you with evil and with good as trial. And to us you will be returned. He also said in Surah Al-Mulk, الَّذِي خَلَقَ الْمَوْتَ وَالْحَيَاةَ لِيَبْلُوَكُمْ أَيُّكُمْ أَحْسَنُ عَمَلًا. He who created death and life to test you as to which of you is best indeed. In the deed of the life, all situation of the life is a test in our life. There will be goodness in the life. Sometimes Allah will be testing as well. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, when we fall in test, we're afflicted with some kind of disaster, then we become very weak. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, يُرِيدُ اللَّهُ أَن يُخَفِّفَ عَنْكُمْ وَخُلِقَ الْإِنسَانُ ضَعِيفًا. And Allah wants to lighten for you difficulties. And mankind was created weak. So there is a nature in our weakness. When we get so much difficulty in the life, hardship, shock, business loss, huge loss happen. One lost on job, one immigration is not settled for 10, 20 years. One is having difficulty in the family life, husband, wife is so much difficulty. Deprived from seeing one's children. And somebody hurt you. Somebody was rude to you. Somebody blamed you for nothing you have committed. All these difficulties come in the life. You want to have a peaceful life, but you are tested from right and left. And that causes people are mentally becoming weak. They get tension, they get anxiety. All these slowly create some sort of mental illness, as you know. So to help people, even internationally, Mental Health Day is observed. Even that will cause sometimes people to suicide, to kill themselves, to take one's life. And that's why in this country, the government has, appointed a minister for suicide prevention. To prevent the suicide, a minister is appointed. So we know people are trying. But if we are not guided by Allah, the Creator, will be not reaching to the right solution. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created us. He didn't leave us in this chaos, in this all helpless situation. He's there to help us. He's guided us through the prophets. He's given us his revelation, the message, the divine guidance. So we need to empower ourselves when we feel very weak. There is the opportunity of empowering ourselves by the guidance of Allah and His Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam. First thing, in the difficult time, we come to Allah. We increase our iman. We increase our amal salihat. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Qur'an, "Man amila salihan min dhakarin aw untha wa huwa mu'min, فلنحيينه حياة طيبة ولنجزينهم أجرهم بأحسن ما كانوا يعملون." Whoever does righteousness, whether male or female, while he is a believer, we will surely cause him to live a good life, حياة طيبة. And we will surely give them their reward in the hereafter, according to the best of what they used to do. So every action, every situation we face in the life, it will be our deed. It will be rewarded either good way or bad way. Sometimes this kind of situation, hardship in the life, is not only suffering one way, it could be also a blessing, as you call in English, a blessing in disguise. This is an opportunity. This challenge, this difficulty can turn to some good opportunity for us. And that is in another hadith, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, عَجَبًا لِأَمْرِ الْمُؤْمِنِ إِنَّ أَمْرَهُ كُلَّهُ خَيْرٌ وَلَيْسَ ذَلِكَ لِأَحَدٍ إِلَّا لِلْمُؤْمِنِ إِنْ أَصَابَتْهُ سَرَّاءٌ شَكَرَ فَكَانَ خَيْرًا لَهُ وَإِنْ أَصَابَتْهُ ضَرَّاءٌ صَبَرَ فَكَانَ خَيْرًا لَهُ. Strange are the ways of a believer, that everything is good, what happened to his life in this world, good or bad. It doesn't happen, this goodness, in all situations of the life, only for the believer, not to anybody else. In asabatu sarraun shakar. When he receives something which is good, he is grateful to Allah, he thanks Allah. For that he'll be hugely rewarded. And when he is afflicted with something, test and trial and difficulty, and he bear that with patience, he will be highly rewarded for the patience. Because the reward of the sabr is high. That is the second point. After Iman of Allah, to have sabr in the life. And that is in another hadith, مَا يُصِيبُ الْمُسْلِمَ مِنْ نَصَبٍ وَلَا وَصَبٍ وَلَا هَمٍ وَلَا حُزْنٍ وَلَا أَذًى وَلَا غَمٍ حَتَّى الشَّوْكَةَ يُشَاكُهَا إِلَّا غَفَرَ اللَّهُ بِهَا مِنْ خَطَايَاهِ إِلَّا غَفَرَ اللَّهُ بِهَا مِنْ خَطَايَاهِ. The Prophet ﷺ said, no fatigue, nor disease, nor sorrow, nor sadness, nor hurt, nor distress befalls a Muslim. Even if it were the prick he receives from a thorn, but that Allah expiates some of his sins for that. If you are going through big test in the life, your expiation will be so big as well. And that's why you will be sometimes suffering long time illness. Problem, people will be unjust to you. People will be denied you right, many things. You try your best to recover, but you can't. All this happening to you, that will be not gone vain. It will be coming back to you. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give you reward of it. That is in another hadith, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, يود أهل العافية يوم القيامة حين يعطى أهل البلاء الثواب لو أن جلودهم كانت قردت في الدنيا بالمقارير. On the day of judgment, when the people who are facing so much trial in this world were given their rewards, the people who are not having that much trial will wish that their skins had been cut off with scissors while they were in this world, in this dunya. They will be regretting, we didn't get that much trial, so we are poor today, not getting that much reward. Although we are not allowed to ask Allah, give us more test and trial. As Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Sallallahu al-afiyah. Always ask Allah well-being and to give you safety, security, not to test you, put in test. But once you are put in test, you need to pass in this test. If we have sabr, then إِنَّمَا يُوَفَّى الصَّابِرُونَ أَجْرَهُمْ بِغَيْرِ حِسَابٍ. Indeed, the patient will be given their reward without account. So sabr in the difficult time is so much rewarded. بِغَيْرِ حِسَابٍ. Furthermore, if you can forgive someone, forgiveness, somebody was hurting you, did so much injustice upon you, you want to forgive him, that is highly rewarded. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, فَمَنْ عَفَى وَأَصْلَحَ فَأَجْرُهُ عَلَى اللَّهِ. And whoever pardons and makes reconciliation, his reward is due from Allah. How much? There is no limit. بِغَيْرِ حِسَابٍ. Will be with Allah. When Hassan al-Basri rahmatullah was reading this ayah in the night, he's reciting, he started praying, repeating a dua. Allahumma afu amman dhalamani. Allahumma afu amman dhalamani. Oh Allah, forgive the one who caused harm to me, who did injustice to me. Allah forgive him, Allah forgive him, Allah forgive him. So much time. A man was listening that in the morning, he said, Shaykh, what happened to you last night? He was asking to forgive who caused harm to you, who troubled you, who did injustice to you. So many times I wished, if I was the one who caused all this to you. Tell me what caused you all this? He said, this Quranic verse I was reading. Whoever forgive people and reconciles, does the reconciliation, his reward is with Allah. I want to get that reward. This is an example. Another example from the life of Umar ibn Abdul Aziz, rahmatullah alayhi, our great predecessors. He fallen very ill in a last illness. He didn't know, doctors didn't know what kind of illness with him. Then he asked Tabi'i, rahmatullah, Mujahid, rahimahullah, he asked him, Ya Mujahid, ma yaqulun nasa fiyya, what people think about me, what kind of illness I'm going through? Qultu yaquluna mashhur, people say maybe you are victim of black magic, because the doctor couldn't find any illness with you physically. He said, no, I don't think I am victim of black magic. Rather, something else probably. He invited one of the servants who is to serve him, giving him drink or medicine. He said, Allah has given him this idea. He asked, oh servant, to him, Ya Ghulam, وَيْحَكَ مَا حَمَلَكَ عَلَىٰ أَنْ سَقَيْتَنِ السُّمْ, what caused you that you had given me poison to drink? He mixed some poison in the drink. Allah has given this knowledge now to the Khalifa Umar ibn Abdul Aziz. The servant said, Alfu dinar u'tituha wa an u'taqa. Somebody paid me 1,000 dinar, golden coin, and given me promise that he will free me if I give poison to you. It is now evident. However, Khalifa said, okay, bring this alf dinar, 1,000 dinar, bring it. فَأَلْقَاهَا فِي بَيْتِ الْمَالِ. He put it in the state, finance department, Bayt al-Mal. And then he said, اذهب, go away from here, go away. حَيْثُ لَا يَرَاكَ أَحَدٍ. Nobody should see you. That means nobody should discover you are the criminal. You are here to kill me through poison. He died after a couple of days with this illness, but he didn't take any action. Have you seen the amount of forgiveness here? Can you consider, can you imagine what kind of forgiveness? Subhanallah. So this way, one through forgiveness and sabr and patience can survive with this difficult time, deserve from Allah huge support. And also, whenever we are facing something in dunya, we always think, my dunya is lost, my dunya, somebody hurt me, I need to have revenge, I need to have some kind of punishment for that. Don't forget, you will be looking at akhirah. Whoever looking for the dunya only, akhirah will be not coming to him very easily. Whoever sacrifices the dunya for the sake of akhirah, the priority, then Allah will make his akhirah is secured and his dunya is also sorted out. And also, we need to have iman in qadar sometime. It is taqdeer of Allah, Allah is testing you. You cannot avoid, so no need to be very in panic, in tension, in anxiety. It's qadar of Allah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told me, I need to have sabr, I'll be rewarded. And put tawakkul ala Allah as well. You'll be not destroyed, distracted. Allah is there to look after you. وَمَنْ يَتَوَكَّلْ عَلَى اللَّهِ فَهُوَ حَسْبُهُ. Who does tawakkul ala Allah, Allah is sufficient for him. And we ask Allah with the sabr and with salah, with increasing dua, with increasing tilawat al-Qur'an. Ista'inu bis-sabri was-salah. Tilawat al-Qur'an is a shifa, is a rahmah, is a healing. وَنُنَزِّلُ مِنَ الْقُرْآنِ مَا هُوَ شِفَاءٌ وَرَحْمَةٌ لِلْمُؤْمِنِينَ. So we don't become hopeless. إِنَّ مَعَ الْعُسْرِ يُسْرًا. Indeed, the hardship, with hardship will be ease. It doesn't come alone. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide us. When you fall in difficulty, that we do trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we do what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wanted from us to do. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us tawfiq. Barakallahu li wa lakum fil Qur'an al-azim, wa nafa'ani wa iyyakum bima fihi min al-ayati wa dhikr al-hakim, wa aqulu qawli hadha wa astaghfirullah li wa lakum wa li sa'iril muslimina min kulli dhanbin fastaghfiruhu wa atubu ilayhi innahu huwal ghafurur rahim.